My brother mocked me at Grandpa's funeral, but I grabbed my husband's arm. We have to go, now. I wouldn't speak until we were safe in the car. I turned to him. You really didn't see it, did you? Then I made one phone call. 10 minutes later, the FBI stormed in. I don't remember much of Grandpa's eulogy. Just the sound of my brother's voice behind me, low but loud enough to carry. The useless soldier finally came. Everyone laughed, tight, awkward chuckles, except my husband, Daniel. He smiled. That smile told me everything I needed to know. I turned to him, my nails digging into his arm. We have to go, now. He blinked. What? Get in the car, I said through clenched teeth. I didn't speak until the doors were locked and the engine was running. The silence was thick. And then I turned to him. You really didn't see it, did you? He stared at me like I was speaking another language. I pulled out my phone. One contact, one call. 10 minutes later, black SUVs surrounded the chapel. Men in tactical vests swarmed in, guns drawn, shouting, people screaming. And my brother, my smug, golden boy brother, was dragged out in handcuffs. Daniel's jaw dropped. What the hell is happening? I looked straight ahead, heart steady, breath even. Justice. 3 years ago, I came back from deployment. 22 months overseas. Dust, blood, silence. I came home to find my brother had married my best friend. And Daniel, my fiancé, was their best man. I smiled through their wedding. I stood off to the side and clapped. I didn't ask questions, not yet. Family first, right? Back then, I still believed in family. Daniel started sleeping with his phone face down. He'd step outside to take calls, wouldn't say who. Then came the locked desk drawer. Receipts I wasn't supposed to see. Numbers that didn't add up. One night I waited for him to fall asleep. I already knew the code. His patterns never changed. There it was. A transfer. $50,000 wired to a company I'd never heard of. 2 weeks later, a luxury watch on my brother's wrist. My best friend in designer heels. That was the first crack. The second came fast. A meeting. Military contractors. A missing flash drive from my gear locker. Only 3 people had access to it. I was the first suspect. The useless soldier. The scapegoat. I didn't get angry. I got quiet. They thought I'd break, that I'd go full PTSD and spiral. But I took notes, watched patterns, built timelines. They were stealing, selling classified intel, using my security clearance as the trail. Daniel handled the finances. My brother funneled the buyers. My best friend played the middle. 3 of them, 1 me. But I had time, silence, patience, and one last favor from a man I saved in Kandahar. His name wasn't on any government list. But when he picked up the phone and I told him I needed eyes, ears, access, he didn't ask questions. Over a year, I built my case, collected files, recorded conversations, traced payments. Daniel never once suspected me. He thought I was healing. My brother kept calling me weak, useless soldier. Funny how people confuse silence for surrender. The final piece came when my best friend slipped up. She bragged at a wine tasting, said something about cleaning metadata off files. I smiled and poured her another glass. She didn't know I was wearing a wire. I gave it all to the FBI. Every document, every name, every transaction. But I asked for one thing in return. Let me watch. Let me see their faces the moment everything crumbled. So I showed up at the funeral. I watched my brother smirk and my husband squeeze my hand like we were still the perfect couple. He had no idea the casket he stood beside would be the last normal moment of his life. That's the thing about betrayal. It always blooms in plain sight. You just have to know where to look. When the agent stormed in, I didn't flinch. My brother screamed as they cuffed him. My best friend tried to run. Heels snapped. Daniel just stood there, eyes wide, mouth open. "Babe?" he whispered. I got out of the car, walked up to him. 3 years, I said quietly. 3 years you used me, lied to me, sold out everything I fought for. And you thought I'd never see it? He shook his head. No, it wasn't like that. It was exactly like that, I said, and I saw everything. He reached for me. I stepped back. You could have walked away, I said. You could have stopped, but you were greedy and stupid. He dropped to his knees as they took him. I got back in the car, shut the door. The drive home was silent, but it wasn't the heavy silence from before. It was clean, sharp, like a cut finally closed. People always ask me if I miss them. Miss my brother? My best friend? Daniel? No. I miss who I thought they were.